Hi guys and welcome to a very special international edition of The Producer's House. This Moroccan fella's worked with the cream of the musical crop. I'm talking Michael Jackson, Sean Kingston, so many that I can't even remember. Akon, Kylie, just about everyone really. But it's his work with the fame monster Lady Gaga that earned him the most recognition. Having just landed in the UK, we've got some exclusive access to his home away from home, a very snazzy hotel pad, the very same one that we caught Drake at actually. Well, it wasn't going to be a travel lodge now, was it?
I wanna boom bang bang with your body, yo. We gonna rock it up before we take it slow. Girl, let me rock you like a rodeo.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I wanna boom bang bang with your body, yo. We gonna rock it up before we take it slow. Girl, let me rock you like a rodeo.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I wanna boom bang bang with your
Hi guys, here I am, lucky enough to be chilling with world famous producer Red One. Hello.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here,
Anytime. You're on a very fleeting visit to London, aren't you?
Yeah, 2 days quickie, meet people, a few people and some meetings and stuff and then go back. And I go back actually and we're going to Ibiza.
Yeah. Well, you haven't got much time, so let's get straight in. You're most famous for your work with Lady Gaga, obviously, but you weren't very keen on meeting her at first, were you?
No, the thing is I've been struggling for so long and everybody, it felt like, everybody, especially in New York when I was there, I mean, I made a name for myself in Sweden, but it was, I had to try to take it to the next level. I went to New York, and I was struggling for so long. I was almost every manager or label was having me work with unsigned artists or artists that are about to do something and then it would never go to the end of it, So I was like, everybody's trying on me stuff. And when I had my first hit with Cat de Luna, with Wine Up, I told my manager, you know what? This is the time to capitalize. I need signed artists. So I didn't know about Gaga. So he told me, and then he called me one day, he was like, Red, I want you to meet this girl. She's a superstar. I was like, is she signed? I didn't know. So it was, no, she just got dropped. I was like, but I told you I need to, this is my chance. I've been fighting for 14 years, And then he said, you know what, just meet her. If you don't like her, you don't have to work with her. So I went to the city and I met her and she shocked me the way she was. The thing is, she played me her music. I liked her. I liked Gaga, Lady Gaga, and but the problem is the music that she played me wasn't there. It wasn't the Gaga. It was a lot of ideas, but as a producer, you have to get into the artist world and help them, get what they are. Just amplify what they are. And I told her, Gaga, you are cool. You have this. We need to make music global and blah blah blah. And I remember she said, I'm open, let's do it. So we just did it and the rest is history, you know what I mean? And we did it and thank God it happened.
Did you feel it when you were working with her, how big it was going to be? Did you have any suspicions?
To be honest, we were enjoying the music constantly. We were like, oh my God, this is crazy. And of course, my vision always to give a style, to give a sound to the artist, depending on what they are. It depends on how they are as a personality. You try to amplify that. And with Cat de Luna, the same thing. She was working with a lot of other producers doing the hip hop stuff and and I felt like she had this global Latin thing, and that's what I did, and it worked. Lady Gaga's same thing. It was always a vision. I believe in body of work, and then have the artist own what they do, not just have a fast food, oh, here's a single from this person, single from it doesn't work. This is not where my head is at, and it's always been like that actually. So when we spoke, me and her, it was easy to get. We got it. We found that's what she is, and we just did it.
Yeah.
And we were enjoying it actually in the studio every second time, and it was a shock for people, and we didn't care. At first we said, this is good. I remember I called my manager. I said, you know what? I don't care if she gets a deal or she doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm working with Lady Gaga.
describe the process that happens. So you just met up with Gaga and you get in the studio. Then what? Do you do the melodies first and then the tunes, or?
No, actually, every time is different. We're not pushing anything. You know, sometimes she has a melody, or I have a melody, or I have an idea, or I have a track, and then we just, whatever we have, we don't fight it, we don't push it, we just do it. You know, and before you know, we're building, the song is done. And thank God there's a good quality control, so we always make sure the song has a hit potential and you know, hello, hit potential, and you know, that it sounds big and massive, and we get the message across. You know.
Do you have any kind of formula then, just when you're working with artists and generally? Like, do you like to lay the track down before the lyrics, or do you ever start the other way around, or is it every time different?
Every time different, as long as we're respecting the rules of music. You know, like there's a good lyric, there's a good melody, there's a memorable melody, there's a chord progression that people will love, there's a drum that people are gonna feel. All these elements together to make this massive pop, energy or pop sound. You know what I mean? Or global, whatever it is. You know, you want to call it, but the energy has to be right, and the whole concept has to be dead on.
There comes a time when we hit a certain call, when the world must come together as one.
And you're also very lucky to work with Michael Jackson. How was that?
I was very lucky, and he was the most incredible thing in life. It's like, it's few people I've met in my life that really I was like touched just to meet them. You know, before working. I mean, I met Michael Jackson. That you know, there was a special moment in my life, and especially the way he was as a person, and it was like a big personality that knew music in and out from every angle. You know what I mean? Like every angle, from production, from lyrics, from emotions. And he, like, a lot of times I have to explain to artists that it's gonna be sounding like this. I gotta explain them through my emotion, the way I'm expressing myself. It's gonna sound
quite an expressive guy, aren't you?
I am. Thank you. You know, I'm African. I don't know. So the thing is, like, I always express and try to, you know, get them to see the vision. And Michael was always ahead. You know, I didn't have to explain anything. He knew, here we're gonna make this, and with that, he could like just explain and say it. And I was like, I just like laughing because you know, I didn't have to do the thing. So he was ahead always. And a few people in my life, like Quincy Jones, I met him. He's like the biggest personality, and that, you know, with so much respect, so much knowledge, and all of it. And Lionel Richie, and Bono, and Edge, I met them. It's like, it's the best things in life. You know, these are like the best people in the music world that really influence you and make you a better person in terms of the music and a person as the whole thing. You know.
And I know you never got to finish stuff with Michael Jackson. Did you ever think about releasing that?
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. It's not up to me. It's a combination. So I don't know.
So what, are you waiting for some other guys to say yes, or?
No, I mean we're gonna see. You know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
When you're down and out, and there seems no hope at all.
And I know you're looking at developing your own artists. What kind of thing do you look for in new talent?
A new talent has to have the whole package. They have to have done their homework. You know what I mean? I don't believe like you get signed to me and then I'll make you a star. No, you gotta do, yes, like really, like, you know, you gotta have it before. You gotta be trying it like the old times. I want to do how music used to be with Bruce Springsteen, with Bob Dylan and Stevie Wonder and the Tupac. They struggled. They've been performing. They've been touring before anything, before they become stars. So whenever their time was right, it was just easy. They owned it. They earned it through life, through years, and that's what it is. Like, it has, every artist has to have that, at least that I'm signing. You know what I mean? That's gonna get into my world. 2101 Records, you know, has to have that. Has to have done their homework. Has to have all the elements that could take them all the way. You know, all the way with you gotta own their world. And we want people to buy into them, not by the song, or buy the whole thing, you know, from from the songs to they want to know their lifestyle, they want to buy into them, they want to know how they think, how they, their lyrics, what they're writing about, and the whole package.
Okay, and let's get back to your craft. What made you want to be a producer?
I was in a band, I was an artist and I was gonna do my own album, and I always loved music, and coming from a big family from Morocco, and we get exposed to all kinds of music. It's everything there, and I always had too much music in my head, and being an artist, you only can do one album at a time, or do one thing because that's what you are. And I felt that I never, when I was doing my album, I was gonna do my album, I had too much music that I want to express. And being a good artist, you gotta have have ownership of what you are. And I felt like, you know what? I want to give so much different styles. I can do a lot of music. I have so much music in my head. I'm gonna give them, combine them with the different personalities, different stars, and that's what I'm doing now. Like I'm combining my knowledge to amplify what a superstar in front of me is already, but they're not there yet. So I've just helped them with the combination of the two worlds.
What kind of equipment did you learn on?
I play guitar. Sorry. I play guitar, I play keys, and I play bass. A little bit of drums. I can't say I'm like a drummer, but I can, But and then of course I have a Logic. Logic is my logical thing. Yeah, it's natural to me. I've been working with Logic since always, so that's what I do. Work with Logic and live instruments combination.
Okay, so do you ever use the virtual instruments as well, or?
Of course. Like to be honest with you, like all my big sound is coming from a laptop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from a laptop. Wow. That laptop there,
Yeah.
If you can film it,
You're obviously really passionate. You've got loads of music in your head. What do you do when you're on the road and you're traveling and you really want to work? Do you just set up camp wherever, or?
The good thing of having that's actually a good question, because that's one of the things that made me choose a laptop, because it's portable, and I can do music wherever I am, wherever I'm at. It's like in a hotel, me and Billy get an idea, let's do it, boom. We just can be in this desk and put in ideas, yeah? And to be honest with you, like there's a big song called Love Game, who everybody knows. Me and Gaga did it all the songs we've done in a laptop, but the vocals, funny ways, this is gonna shock a lot of people, but most of the vocals are recorded through the computer mic. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So sometimes you're not necessarily in a studio then.
Yeah, a lot of time not, but of course we get in the, it's a good sound in the studio. Like we use the speakers, literally, like the good system, just as the speakers and the acoustics, But really, it's coming from what we do, like the laptop and the virtual, and we add live instruments, which makes the more thing of an organic thing. And of course, if I'm working with a live band or a live rock star, not rock star, but I'm working with a rock artist or more organic artist, I use minimal, and I use my laptop as inputs and stuff like that to record stuff,
How about when you're out and about and you hear a song, and do you ever think, I've got to sample that?
I never sample.
No?
I never sample. The only time I used, not a sample, but I had on Enrique Iglesias, I Like It. You've heard that song? I know Lionel Richie, We called me and Enrique called Lionel Richie. Yeah, we did this song. And because we were just singing with a party, caramba, fiesta, we're like, oh my God, it's cool. Should we record it or should we call him and have him record it? Yeah. We're not gonna sample. So we called him and he said, okay, he was coming to Miami. We met him in Miami and we recorded, it's him singing it actually. I made it sound like a sample, but it's him singing.
And I know you're just about to go to Cannes with Puff, aren't you?
Yeah. No? I'm meeting him actually. Me and Bilal. Bilal the chef is one of the best writers in the world, and he's to me is the most incredible writer. And with my team, but in this case, me and Bilal are going to Ibiza with Puffy. To meet Puffy there, and then we're gonna go together We're gonna fly together to Cannes. So to work a little bit, do some work. Yeah.
Sounds like you've got a busy year ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mohambi is my baby, And I did we finished an album with Nicole Scherzinger that I'm really excited about. It's crazy, crazy. Mohambi is coming actually very soon. In a few weeks, you're gonna hear on radio. It's blowing in Europe already. America is like starting now, and then yeah. So I'm very happy. And Nicole Scherzinger, the single is coming out around September, October too. So that's very exciting.
Very exciting. And Mohambi's got a few moves. Has he ever taught you any?
Not really. No, he's on another level. I can tell you, because he's an incredible dancer, and he creates these moves that people are gonna be inspired and want to dance, because every time he goes out dancing, you have everybody surrounding him, especially the girls surrounding him and doing whatever he starts doing, And you're gonna see it on on his shows, because he is all about shows. He's been performing since he was 12, and that's where he belongs. He said, I'm doing music just to go so I can perform.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of artist you want to work with, not like I want to be famous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So or make me a star. No, he said, music good, I'm doing it, like let's get exposure, but I want to perform and go touring.
Fun. Well, I just watched his video and he kind of put me to shame, so I think I might go home and practice my moves, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
We take it slow, girl, let me rock you like a rodeo.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Lady, I don't wanna dance with nobody but you. If you don't believe me, let me just work on your body.